Hi everybody, and welcome to Mike Nierychlo Online, sharing my love for people, wine, food, and all things made passionately. Okay, today's episode, summer is here. It's time to talk white wine. So today's episode specifically, we're talking Laughing Stock Vineyards, another BC winery. Laughing Stock Vineyards just outside Penticton on the epic, say that again. The epic Naramata bench, one of the most amazing spots for wine in BC. I mean, there's piles of awesome spots for wine in BC, but Naramata bench is really getting there, and they're doing a great job. Laughing Stock Vineyards, they've got super cool packaging. I think they're ex-stock market people around the place. David and Cynthia Enns got the whole ticker tape thing going on. Laughing Stock, I guess they were kind of the laughing stock of the business world when they left there to start a winery, pursue their passion. I love it when people pursue their passion. Pursue your passions. Do what you love. Anyway, let's get straight into their wines. What have we got here? This is their 2010 Laughing Stock Pinot Gris. Pinot Gris, a grape variety, does very well in British Columbia, but does extremely well on the Naramata bench. Let's see how this one goes. Ooh. I like the nose on this. It's a green nose. We'll put it that way. It's a green nose. It's interesting. A lot of green fruits. A lot of lime meets kiwi, meets kind of Granny Smith apple. Subtle hints of like underripe banana, like green tropical fruits. We'll put it that way. I'm assuming it's gonna be a pretty tart wine off these aromas. I like the nose. I appreciate the nose. It reminds me of almost how do I put it? There's definitely a greenness to the nose of this wine. Not in a bad way. No, by no means, not in a bad way. Just green fruits. Yeah, definitely kind of even that, you know that sour apple Jolly Rancher? Yeah, a lot of that. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I've said this before. Pinot Gris rocks it in BC in general. It's hard to make a bad Pinot Gris here. This is a great example of good Pinot Gris. On the palate, you know those green notes on the nose? Like I said, that Jolly Rancher green apple. On the palate, it's got a beautiful acidic backbone. Tons of acidity, making my mouth water. Savory acidity though. Savoriness reminds me of like, I don't know, it's just, there's a savoriness to the finish of this wine. It's got a hint, I'm going to say an absolute hint of residual sugar. It's got a nice, almost creaminess through the mid palate. It's juicy, it's very juicy. And tons of honey. Tons of honey meats. Yeah, tons of honey meats. Freshly picked green apple. A little bit of lime kiwi in there. And again, some sort of kind of banana savoriness on the finish. I like this wine. I do. This is a really nice Pinot Gris. I don't know what else to say about that. Good Pinot Gris. So it's $20 for this Pinot Gris. I think I showed you the bottle. Have a look at it again. Laughing Stock Pinot Gris, 2010. Whew. Good wine. So good. It's going to be amazing with food. It's going to be so good with food. That would go really well with your soft cheeses, your bries, things like that as well. Chicken wine, barbecue wine. Summertime wine, refreshing wine. Chill that down, have it at a picnic, a barbecue. You're going to blow people away. I got to put it on my wine rating system, don't I? I'm going to call it a great Pinot Gris. That's all I can say about it. Laughing Stock Vineyards. Consistent. I've never had a bad wine from them. It's a great Pinot Gris. Next one. Laughing Stock Viognier. Now Viognier is a variety you're starting to see a lot more in the Okanagan. It's a very, very interesting variety. Viognier is one of those grapes that it takes the right year to produce a really good Viognier. In some vintages of Viognier, in a cooler climate, you get a lot of these kind of green olive flavors, almost slightly like, not like the green in this Pinot Gris was very attractive. Green fruits, bright green savory fruits. Viognier in a poor year, you'll get kind of green olive, kind of almost salted olive sort of green aromas. But on a good hot year, you'll get amazing tropical fruit from a Viognier. So I'm really curious about this one. Naramata bench, nice balanced climate area, the Okanagan. See how this one plays out. Ooh. Hold on. 2010? Now, 2010 was an interesting year. I think 2010 is the year of Pinot Noir and the year of whites for the Okanagan, in my opinion, because it was a slightly cooler year, but it came around and everybody cropped really low. They had a lot less fruit hanging, so the fruit would really ripen and mature. And I think it worked out really well in Lost Will's favor. Wow. Okay, on the nose of this. This has got a beautiful floral aroma coming through. Tons of like great but sweet floral. Like it reminds me of fresh cut flowers. Like, oh, what are those called? It's like a fresh cut, not a violet, fresh cut purple flower meets icing sugar sort of thing. Very beautiful floral nose on here. Some interesting melon, kind of that honeydew melon. Oh, I like the nose of this wine. What are those flowers called? This is going to bother me. I see them whenever I'm walking. They're purple. They kind of look like a little bunch. It'll come to me. A Viognier tends to typically make a fuller bodied white wine. This I'm definitely going to put in the realm of like a medium bodied white wine. It fills your palate. It's like drinking something smooth and soft. It hits the front of your tongue with this bright kind of tartness, bing, and just carries down nice and creamy all the way down the back of your palate. This great finish. It's got that nice floral aspect on the finish. It's savory on your palate. Hint of sweetness up front. Yeah, definitely a lot of that kind of honeydew melon meets nice citrus notes. Almost want to say orange peel notes. Something in there. Not quite lemon lime, more orange peel. Maybe let's say grapefruit. More like grapefruit notes. I like that wine too. I think the Pinot Gris is a bit more solid. I like this Viognier. It's a fun Viognier. Interesting Viognier. Definitely. Viognier is such a neat grape. It does so many interesting things. It's one of those grapes I don't mind nerding out on once in a while. All right. I think it's, what do we got? $26 for this Viognier. Yeah. I'll call that. It's a good wine. My rating system, it's good. That Pinot Gris is great. I'm going to put this as good. It's a good Viognier. Good, solid Viognier. All right. The last wine. This is a fun wine. This is definitely a fun wine. This is their 2010 Laughing Stock Blind Trust. Put that Blind Trust, a financial term or stock market term, something like that. The reason they call it Blind Trust, this is their white blend, but they don't tell anybody what their white blend is. Now, they keep the white blend under the label. So if you're at a party and you want to be like, hey, let's play a guessing game. Let's guess what varieties are in here. Everybody guesses, you peel off the label and see who's closest. I'm going to taste it. I don't know if I'm going to guess. I'm not going to really say anything to you guys. I'm going to talk about the wine and let you experience it for yourself. And the Blind Trust, $25 a bottle. Diving right in. Wow. It smells like a white blend. Now this is more of a citrus meets apple wine. This reminds me of like lemon zest all afternoon. Yeah, lemon zest meets more like, not a green apple, this is more like a fresh Macintosh apple or Red Delicious, or I mean the types of apples that are growing, Spartan apple, that are growing all over in the Okanagan. Nice crisp apple that'd be good for pie kind of apple. Yeah, lemon, hints of banana notes, apple. Nice nose. Lots of different things going on. Ooh. Another good wine. Another good wine. It's their blend. You know what? Of all the wines, I really like their Pinot Gris. Their Pinot Gris is rocking it for me. It's done. It's why I'm calling it a great Pinot Gris. This blend, again, comes through tons of apple. It's a very dry wine. Completely bone dry. Let me get into this just in case my palate's being tricked because that one's a little bit sweet. Nope. Good wine, solid wine. Apple meets lemon, citrus. Hints of maybe I'm going to say pineapple in there. Yeah, hints of pineapple. Maybe a little bit of that kind of banana or tropical realm. A little bit of starfruit. fun wine. 25 bucks. Call it good plus. Not quite great. Not quite great. We'll call it good plus. Yeah, good plus. So what varieties are in here? That makes sense as to what I'm tasting. Ha! If you want to find out, you're going to have to get a bottle yourself. Check. Ooh, that was a good shot. I still can't remember the name of that flower I'm smelling in the Viognier. If I remember, I'll pop it up in the episode right now. I probably will. I'll probably Google it, nerd out, and figure it out. Anyway, that's the way it goes. Laughing Stock, really yummy wines. Great job, guys. Naramata Bench, always proving itself. Thank you, everybody out there, so much for watching today. And what do we say at the end of the episode? What is it we say at the end of the episode? Wine. Depretentiousized. See you on the next one.